Hi, my name is Jamie Lieb, and I'm an educator and a realtor here in Langley.
Welcome to my channel,
where we explore schools, programs, neighborhoods, and the housing market. In my last video, I talked about Langley's programs of choice and the lottery system, so you know how important it is to stay on top of school deadlines. But what if you're applying to your catchment school, or registering your child to kindergarten, or middle school, or high school? Today, I'll walk you through how to register your child for school in Langley BC, step by step, including what documents you need, when to apply, and how cross-boundary requests work. I've broken down the registration process for Langley schools in 6 steps. First, you need to determine your catchment school. Then you need to gather your required documents and complete the registration form. If you're new to the district, there is another process you need to be aware of, which I'll explain later on. Make sure you follow the registration timeline, and lastly, complete the cross-boundary application if needed. Every child in Langley has a catchment school based on their home address. Right now, Langley has 29 elementary schools, 4 middle schools, 6 secondary schools, and 7 alternate schools. Here's how to access the catchment maps. If you go to sd35.bc.ca, hover over Our Schools, click on Catchment Maps, and you'll see the 3 links for catchment maps. One for all schools, one for elementary schools, and one for secondary schools. And if you scroll down, you'll find all the individual school catchment maps. Each school serves a specific neighborhood area, so where you live determines your child's designated school. There are 2 ways to find your catchment school. On the left-hand column of the district website, click School Locator. On that page, you'll find 2 links. One for the School Locator tool and another for the interactive School Boundaries website. The School Locator tool lets you enter your home address, starting with the name of your street, followed by your house number, to see your designated elementary, middle, and secondary schools, along with key information about each one. The interactive School Boundaries website works a little differently. It allows you to select the grade your child is entering and view all the schools available for that level, along with their catchment boundaries, all in one screen without having to open up each map individually. When registering your child in Langley schools, remember that the catchment boundary can change anytime a new school opens up or when a neighborhood expands. So make sure you double check your catchment before you sign up. For example, Josette Dandrin is a new elementary school that opened up this year, and it changed the nearby boundaries for Langley Meadows, Willoughby Elementary, and Donna Gabriel Robbins. Once you know your catchment school, you'll need a few key documents to complete your child's registration. Proof of your child's age can come in the form of a birth certificate, passport, or permanent resident card. Proof of parent or guardian's citizenship can come in the form of a Canadian passport, a PR card, or a citizenship certificate. Proof of residency can come in the form of a purchase contract, rental agreement, utility bill, or a BC driver's license. And proof of guardianship can come in the form of a birth certificate showing parents' names, court order, or care documentation. Having these ready ahead of time helps the process go smoothly and prevents delays. Once you've gathered your documents, you can complete the registration form online through the Langley School District's website, or grab a paper copy from your catchment school. Here's how to register online. From the school district's homepage, hover over Schools and click on School Registration. Then choose the Learn More button for the level your child is entering. That page outlines the same steps I've just covered in this video. If you scroll down to step 4, you'll also find a short video tutorial that walks you through creating a MyEd account and starting a new registration for your child. Be sure to fill out all sections carefully. Incomplete forms or missing documents can delay acceptance. If you're new to Canada or your child is not yet a Canadian citizen, registration goes to the district's Newcomer Welcome Center located at the Langley School Board office. They'll guide you through the process, confirm eligibility, and help with documentation like study permits, work permits, or visas. For more information, you can go back to the school registration page and click Learn More under Newcomers to Canada Registration K-12. Here are the key registration dates to mark down for the 2026-2027 school year. Applications open the first day back from winter break in January, which falls on the 6th. Catchment and sibling applications are due February 18th. Cross-boundary and non-district applications are due May 15th. And families are notified of placement by June 15th. Middle and secondary registration typically happens in person at the district office during July and August, with catchment schools handling registration before or after those dates. Also, it's important to note that waitlists remain active until September 15th. So here's my tip. Register early. In fast-growing neighborhoods like Willoughby and Walnut Grove, schools fill up quickly, and late applicants might be redirected to nearby schools. If you'd like your child to attend a school outside your catchment, you'll need to complete a cross-boundary application form. Here's how it works. Register your child at your catchment school first. Then submit the cross-boundary application online or through your school office. Make sure to keep a copy for your records. Applications usually open in late January or early February. These requests are reviewed based on available space, staffing, and priorities like sibling attendance or daycare location. Decisions are generally not decided before June 15th and can either be accepted, denied, or deferred on or before September 15th of the upcoming school year. And just a reminder, cross-boundary requests only apply to regular English programs. If you're applying for a program of choice, like French immersion or fine arts, that's a separate lottery process that happens in October, which I explained in my previous video. So here's what you need to keep in mind when registering your child in Langley schools. Start with your catchment school, which is based on where you live. Have your documents ready early. Make sure you write those key dates in your calendar, remembering that registration opens the first day after winter break and main deadlines being in February and in May. Remember that there's some flexibility in cross-boundary applications, but it depends on space and staffing. And make sure you plan ahead for areas like Willoughby and Walnut Grove because those schools tend to fill up fast. I hope this video helped make the process a little more clear. In my next video, we'll be starting a brand new series called School Spotlight. And in this series, we'll talk about different schools and programs, highlight what makes each of them unique, and I'll also be sharing with you the housing market so you get a full picture of both the community and the real estate tied together. Whether you're new to the area or already living in this community, it's a great way to get to know our schools a little better. And as always, if Langley's on your radar, call me. I'd love to help you make it home.